Think about what these two teams in the ring have accomplished over their careers.
Usos and New Day have arguably defined a generation of tag team wrestling in WWE.
And Big E and Kofi Kingston going right to work on the Usos, and our matchup is underway.
Big E bulldozing Jey Uso into the turnbuckle. Jimmy engaged with Kofi at the moment.
The first of 2 Elimination Chamber matchups here tonight.
I think all these teams want to utilize a similar strategy. You want to eliminate as many opponents as possible, as early as possible. You don't want to let the chamber fill up.
By Kofi, is it enough and a kick out at 2.
As the match progresses, particularly in a tag team elimination chamber match, there are going to be bodies everywhere. It gets very crowded very quickly, makes it difficult to operate.
Makes it difficult to get any sort of pinfall or submission with that many men running around the ring. Kingston now drop kick. Kofi Kingston, the former WWE champion, and a big right hand. And now Big E from behind. 280-pounder with a side headlock. And a shoulder tackle by Big E. Even inside the chamber, they love to entertain. Ooh, nice leapfrog. And a belly-to-belly by Big E. Is the pace you expect, Court, at the start of this match?
Oh,
the top rope, cross body, lateral press. Will the New Day be eliminated in a kick out?
Not necessarily what I expected, but I understand it. Kofi Kingston rarely makes a misstep on the top rope.
Going to capitalize on it, and a kick out at 2.
Kofi Kingston usually sure-footed, just miscalculated. Luckily, didn't suffer too much effect. Nice uppercut from Jey Uso. I would imagine these teams would be looking to dispatch of one another as quickly as possible. To the earlier point about not wanting to let the chamber fill up.
Remember what happened to the New Day Friday night, Corey. They were the first victim of the run by Heavy Machinery.
Oh, thunderous chop. And I know for a fact the Usos were embarrassed by their performance in the gauntlet match on Friday Night SmackDown. They were eliminated fair and square by Heavy Machinery, but maybe Jimmy and Jay were a little overconfident. Maybe they had their eyes focused on the prize.
Miz and Morrison mocking the Usos. Now Big E from behind, going to drag Jimmy and Jay back to the mat. Landing hard outside the ring. And now Big E, look at the power. And Kofi Kingston heading up top, meanwhile, from behind.
Kingston still perched on the top. We got a standoff.
Time to reset for both of these tag teams.
Both these teams so familiar with one another. Everything's so well scouted and familiar.
Who will be the first team released from the pod? Lucha House Party.
This is going to get really interesting.
Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik with a double kick, and the pace about to pick up here.
Oh my goodness, I think he caught Metalik more than vice versa.
But nonetheless, it did not quell the adrenaline rush by the Lucha House Party. Kofi taken down. Grand Metalik sending Big E underneath the bottom rope.
Usos and New Day, no stranger to pushing and speeding up the pace, but nothing like Lucha House Party bring to the environment.
Grand Metalik, known as King of the Ropes. Great balance, a kick right to the side of the face, and now Lince Dorado. Springboard, stunner.
Jey Uso on spaghetti legs.
Metalik, double team here, very unique. There's the splash, enough to put the Usos away, and a kick out at 2.
I appreciate the tactics of Lucha House Party in the early moments. Just a straight flurry of fast-paced offense.
The Usos slow that down quickly with a series of chops. I believe that's Jimmy, is Grand Metalik again, and one of the reasons he's called King of the Ropes. Nice missile drop kick. Lince Dorado now, moonsault from the bottom rope, now moonsault from the second rope. Dorado's gonna go up top, is the third time a charm, connecting. Is it enough to put him away and eliminate the Usos and saving the matchup?
Another sound strategy by Lucha House Party, using both of their bodies to cover Jimmy Uso. Jake came to the rescue and saved the matchup for the Usos.
Big E back into the equation, but the double team by the Lucha House Party. If they can continue these double teams, Corey, things will look good for Lince and Gran Metalik.
Yeah, that's a big if, particularly when the other teams start joining the fray.
And Metalik lands with a thud. And now Lince Dorado launched as well. That is one way to slow things down.
Big E truly is a freak of nature. I think sometimes people are disarmed by his personality, but...
And look at the power Kofi launched in a Lucha House Party.
At one point in his career, Big E regularly squatted over 700 pounds. The guy is a monster.
Big E and Kofi now, the New Day, taking control in this matchup. Dragging Lince back to the middle of the ring, and now what are they going to do with Metalik?
You gotta wonder if Lucha House Party's time inside the chamber is winding down. They're not gonna get too many chances to make a big impact.
Kofi off of Big E, nobody home as the Lucha House Party split the difference.
Metalik still suffered an elbow from Kingston, but Lince out of the way just in time again.
Big E shoulder first into the post.
Lince still feeling the effects of being chucked out of the ring like garbage by Big E.
Jimmy Uso crawling back into the ring now.
Whoa.
Oh my God! And how the hell is he still scaling?
I don't know how he didn't break both legs.
How is Dorado still scaling the chamber?
That is tenacity. That is guts.
That was incredible is what it was. Now up on top of the pod. And that's Jey Uso looking to climb up as well. And Jimmy Uso. And Dorado just trying to stay out of harm's way here. Trying to fight the Usos off from the top of the pod.
You mentioned Beauty and the Beast. This looks more like the Lion King. Like the jackals hunting after Simba right now.
And now Kofi Kingston up to the top rope. Lince Dorado, Kingston now on top of the pod. Kingston and Dorado fighting high above the ring. Metalik now getting involved.
Billy knows all about good hockey fights. We got one on top of the pod.
Dangerous situation for Kofi. Oh, and Kofi now stomped on his fingers to the Lucha House Party. And Metalik and Dorado now on top of the pod. Lince launches himself with a big crossbody. And now Metalik, wow, New Day take it out.
This is the opportunity for Lucha House Party. Somebody cover somebody.
Everybody is down, and the next team going to come out of the pod with an advantage, perhaps.
Who is it gonna be?
The tag team champions.
Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho.
And wasting little time going right after the New Day, the team that they took the tag team titles from a couple of weeks ago.
And now it's up to Miz and Morrison to overcome all of the odds and start eliminating some of these teams that have taken out basically one another.
Now Morrison using the chamber structure to his advantage. Miz as well.
I expect to see a lot more of that from Morrison as this match progresses. The noted hardcore style in the ring of John Morrison. He can use any environment to his advantage. He must feel like a kid in a candy store tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna have a field day inside the chamber. Double team now by the tag team champions. Dorado planted. And Morrison, the running knee. And Miz with a running boot to the face. And there's some of that style by Morrison cover. And from behind, Gran Metalik saving his partner. Miz and Morrison, the current tag team champions. A decade after they won their first titles together. Miz now with Metalik hung up in the corner, and now the kicks right to the midsection. The kicks he stole from Daniel Bryan.
World famous it kicks made famous by the Miz himself.
Morrison, what impact!
This is a great strategy by Miz and Morrison, basically just standing in the center of the ring and letting all the opposition come to them.
They're the fresh team, working as a double team, face first, to try to eliminate the Usos here, and again, breaking things up.
Jey Uso in a world of trouble right now.
And again, the double team by Miz and Morrison. And Morrison regrouping.
In no particular hurry. Great balance shown by Morrison. Oh!
What a right one, an uppercut. And Jey Uso misses wildly. Miz catches him. Morrison off the top rope. Double team again.
That is
enough to eliminate the Usos. Hook of the leg and a kick out at 2.
Flawless tandem offense by Miz and Morrison. One of the many reasons why they are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Which makes it all the more confusing why this is such an unfair situation for them.
Yeah, but can you imagine if they win this thing? We'll never hear the end of it.
It would be an action movie in real life. I mean, the heroes emerge victorious. It's a feel-good story.
And now it's Dorado. What is Morrison going to do here? Oh, and Dorado! He was planted. Will Morrison eliminate the Lucha House Party? Metalik breaking things up. No eliminations yet inside this Elimination Chamber match.
What a right hand by Morrison.
Everybody pretty much down and out except for the tag team champions. Metalik lands on the top rope and
there's some cat-like agility.
Up to the top of the pod again.
Don't count Morrison out.
Well, Metalik.
I think Metalik able to get quite as much snap behind those kicks as he wants. From the side position. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Hurricane right up to the top of the pod. Cover by Metalik to eliminate the tag team champions, and Miz saves the matchup.
Entirely too close for comfort, but let's take a look at this breathtaking offense from Gran Metalik. A Hurricane Rana from the top rope, from the pod. It is next level offense, literally.
Capacity crowd of 14,853 tonight in Philadelphia.
All chanting in unison that Miz is awesome.
I think they were saying this is awesome, but nonetheless, Kofi Kingston. Oh, and a drop kick right off the chin of Miz. And here's Kofi Kingston again. And Kingston, down goes Miz.
Kofi trying to channel some of his fury to Miz.
Boot drop to Miz. Miz back to his feet. Kofi Kingston went for trouble in paradise. Morrison, second rope, kick caught Kingston.
Then finds himself trouble in Philly.
Cover by Miz. Morrison now stacks him up, and Big E breaks things up.
Morrison, such a prolific striker. Maybe better than ever since returning to WWE.
Oh, Big E caught him. What a throw by Big E. Overhead belly to belly, and now Miz with a kick.
It kicks to the massive chest of Big E.
Took a little too much time, and he got picked out of the air by Big E.
Oh, no. Get out of there, Miz.
Kingston to the top rope. Down goes Miz. Cover to eliminate the tag team champions, and Morrison breaks things up again. And we know who's going to enter next. It'll be Heavy Machinery, because Roode and Ziggler will enter the match last by virtue of winning the gauntlet this past Friday night on SmackDown. And here comes Otis and Tucker. Combined weight of nearly 650 pounds. Fresh off the adrenaline boost of almost winning the gauntlet match this past Friday night.
We learned this past Friday night, Tucker and Otis have the stamina, have the cardio to go deep into a match if need be.
This is what you were talking about earlier, Corey. The chamber filling up now with teams. No one's been eliminated yet.
Oh, man.
Squashing the Usos against the chamber 3 times.
They're not done yet.
Right into the chain link. The Usos about to be collapsed by Heavy Machinery.
They're about to turn into Play-Doh spaghetti.
Now look at Dorado. Dorado up on the top of the ring post.
Lince carefully stalking, waiting for his opportunity.
Now up to the top of the pod.
Tucker and Otis standing tall for the moment.
And now Gran Metalik sent across the ring. And there's the power of Tucker. Sidewalk slam. Cover on Metalik. Is it enough to put him away in a kick out at 2?
Otis can't decide which side of the ring he wants to fight in.
Oh, what a collision that was. And Tucker with a clothesline.
Tucker opened a lot of eyes in the WWE Universe this past Friday on SmackDown. Great athleticism.
And a double team. Heavy Machinery. Big E somehow still on his feet. Now he's down.
Oh, no.
Tucker calls himself hashtag oversized load.
What's that make Otis?
And here comes Otis now. Caterpillar. Elbow dropped. Cover now. And breaking things up. And what the hell is lit? Did you just see that?
See what? See what?
And look at now. Everybody in the middle of the ring. And from the top of the chamber, Lince Dorado. And Heavy Machinery escaped this unscathed.
How did Lince Dorado, A, climb that far up the inside of the chamber, but undetected and able to drop down on everybody but Heavy Machinery?
And it's compactor time. Metalik, the cover. Lucha House Party's eliminated.
Lucha House Party has been eliminated.
A truly sensational maneuver from Lince Dorado.
Morrison, get up!
But unfortunately for Lucha House Party,
even more unfortunately, Corey, Dolph Ziggler realizes he is about to step into the ring with Otis.
I think Dolph probably feels some sympathy. He doesn't want to embarrass Otis again. Dolph already stole Otis's girl.
Heavy Machinery trying to pry the pods open. And now Ziggler and Rude finally come out, and they go right after Heavy Machinery.
This is great. This is truly a veteran strategy by Rude, Ziggler, Miz, and Morrison. A temporary alliance is sometimes necessary.
Yeah, work together to get the two big men out of this matchup. Otis banged right off the chain link. And again, no disqualification in this match. Punish your competitors any way you want.
You want it so bad! You want it so bad!
Dolph still mocking Otis.
Yes!
Rude and Morrison now working together, apparently.
Tucker with a high elbow. Meanwhile, Otis outside the ring coming alive as well. Morrison launched up over the top rope. Dolph trying to crawl away from Otis, trying to scale the chamber. Otis has got Ziggler. Otis has got Dolph. And Dolph trying to get away. And Dolph barely surviving there.
Certainly safer on top of the pod. There's no way Otis
maybe not. Look at Tucker. That's Tucker. Tucker's climbing the chamber. Ziggler doesn't realize it.
Oh, no.
Dolph with nowhere to go.
I disagree, Cole. There's a long way down.
Oh, my God. He's going to serve up Dolph to Otis. Otis catches Ziggler. Otis finally gets his hands on Dolph. And Dolph deserves every bit of this.
Why? What did Dolph do?
And now Tucker! What the hell? A Mack truck just did a a somersault off the top of a pod. Corey, 320 pounds of humanity just came flying off the top of that pod.
I'm very rarely at a loss for words, but...
And now you got Rude, you got Ziggler, the double team on Otis, and now Dolph just having fun, rubbing it in Otis's face.
Don't pick him up! Look at the cage! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And again, Otis turns his focus to Ziggler. What a right hand! There was a lot of malice in that right.
No wonder they like Otis so much here in Philadelphia. He kind of looks like Gritty.
And now, look at Robert Roode saving Ziggler from Otis. Roode looking for the glorious DDT, and Otis with a backdrop.
Otis still trying to get himself revved up. Every time Otis has had a chance to flatten Dolph, it's been taken away from him.
Full head of steam. Otis, oh my God! Oh my God!
Look at this one more time. That entire wall was launched over on our Spanish announce table, and hope those guys are all right.
In a decade and a half of Elimination Chamber matches, I've never seen that.
There's a lot of force, a lot of speed, and a lot of humanity. Well over 300 pounds at full speed.
Tucker concerned, of course, for his partner.
Otis! Otis, get up!
Otis has been so emotional about this Dolph Ziggler and Mandy Rose situation.
Tucker is not a happy man.
Well, Dolph Ziggler now with a target.
Tucker's usually the level-headed one. I think Big Tuck's about to blow his stack.
And Tucker's had enough. Tucker of Heavy Machinery taking out Rude and Ziggler.
Big cinder block-like right hands from Tucker.
Yeah, but Dolph with a kick dropped Tucker to his knees. And Ziggler went to the famouser. Tucker able to send Ziggler into the corner and now blocks the right hand by Rude and a right of his own. Big super kick. And now Robert Roode with a glorious DDT. Rude, Ziggler together eliminate Heavy Machinery.
Heavy Machinery has been eliminated.
And that's a damn shame.
Now let's take a look at what began the exit for Heavy Machinery. Otis just blowing through the wall of the pod. No use dwelling in the past.
Continues trouble in paradise by Kingston. And Big E with a big ending. Lucha House Party, Heavy Machinery have been eliminated.
Oh, look up in the sky.
Usos, New Day, Ziggler, Rude, and Miz and Morrison still in this. Uso splash. Cover on Ziggler and Rude. Good, they've been eliminated.
Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode have been eliminated.
And then there were three. The two originals, New Day and the Usos, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Miz and Morrison, as we take another look back at Jimmy and Jay soaring through the sky of the chamber. Double Uso splash. Rude and Ziggler with their advantage couldn't get the job done tonight.
The field has been cut in half. The 7-time Tag Team Champions, the New Day, The 6-time tag champs, the Usos, the current tag champs, Miz and Morrison remain.
Look at the height that Jimmy and Jay achieved. Most importantly, the impact at the end. Full body weight crashing down on Rude and on Ziggler.
And Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode leaving unceremoniously. You saw the disgust in Ziggler's face after being eliminated in this matchup. Miz and Morrison backing off as the two former rivals, the New Day and the Usos, look to do battle again. And maybe not. Miz and Morrison been saying a lot of bad things about the Usos and New Day over the past few weeks.
Say this is an uphill battle for the champions is an understatement. Miz and Morrison being mugged 4-on-2.
New Day and Usos started this matchup.
But don't lose hope yet. Keep the faith. Miz and Morrison probably still will survive.
And now the Kofi and Big E and the Usos working together again to stomp away at the tag team champs.
I predict it right now. It's a matter of moments before the New Day and the Usos turn on each other and screw everything up for themselves.
Now Miz sent over the top rope on one side, Morrison on the other. Hold hard! Kofi, oh my God.
Beautiful block there by Kofi into a single leg takedown. Reverse suplex.
He lands on his feet. Double team by the Usos, Samoa drop. Cover on Kingston to eliminate the New Day. Almost had him kick out at 2. Uranagi landed high in the back of the neck, and now Big E runs into a Samoan drop.
Aggressive power.
Cover to eliminate the New Day. Kick out at 2 by Big E.
The Usos and the New Day had a good thing going, but their egos got to be too much.
We are down to 3 teams inside the Elimination Chamber for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Kofi Kingston looking to head up top.
I don't think it's ever a wise idea to headbutt any of the Usos.
Kofi fighting back. Ooh, landed hard on his shoulder. Now Kofi up to the top rope.
You can see the wheels turning in Kofi's mind.
To the top pod. What's Kofi thinking?
Kofi's thinking he wants number 8.
Nobody home, and Kingston hit hard. Miz and Morrison.
Look at this.
Look at a steal one here. Covered up Kingston. The New Day eliminated.
The New Day has been eliminated.
And now we are down to the tag champs, Miz and Morrison, and the Usos. The final 2 teams battle it out for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Look at this. Kofi Kingston from the top of the pod looking for the crossbody. Nobody home. And great wherewithal by the champions. Despite the odds being stacked against Miz and Morrison, it is down to them and one other team. Nobody not named Miz or Morrison thought that the champs would make it this deep into the Elimination Chamber.
Well, they have an opportunity to retain right now.
This is inspiring. What an unfair situation for Miz and Morrison. And they're this close. Oh, no.
And here we go, Miz and Morrison, the Usos battling it out. One of these 2 teams will be the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Miz lands on his feet. Morrison down to 1 knee.
Look at the Miz taken to the air.
And ran into super kicks by the Usos.
No.
Cover on Morrison for the Usos to win the gold, and a kick out by Morrison at 2.
Jimmy and Jay running the yard at the moment.
And the Usos going to go up top looking for that double splash. They knocked out Ziggler and Roode earlier on tonight. Usos, splash.
Oh, knees up. Miz got the knees up.
Rolls up, rolls him up, rolls him up. Both men are down, and a kick out at 2. What would have happened there?
Great question. Tough spot for our official to be in. Members of each team executing pinfall attempts. Take another look at this for the second time in the matchup. Jimmy and Jay landing splashes in stereo.
But Miz, as you mentioned, had the knees up. Now went for the super kick again. Miz, nice takedown. Miz looking for the figure 4 leg lock and a counter. Double super kick missed as Miz ducked underneath.
Usos collided.
Skull-crushing finale.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Miz with a cover. Shoulders are down. Kick out.
Right into the figure 4.
Great move by the Miz.
Jimmy Uso in agony at the moment.
Is he gonna tap out? John Morrison now. Dropping Jay outside the ring.
Miz has a hold of the ropes, all perfectly legal.
Yeah, no disqualification. Oh my God.
We're gonna take a trip.
Morrison, Starship Pain. Here's the cover. And breaking things up, roll up now.
No.
The gold and a kick out at 2. Super kick. Another one. Cover for the championship and a kick out by Morrison at 2.
My goodness.
Incredible action among the final 2 teams inside Elimination Chamber.
So if you're Miz and Morrison, there's no shame to losing the tag team titles to one of the greatest teams of the generation in the Usos. But you think if the Usos win this, they'll give Miz and Morrison a rematch?
No.
Well, I mean, this is unfair that Miz and Morrison are in this situation to begin with.
Well, if they win it, then you won't be crying anymore, will you? And Morrison now sent across the ring, up over the top, lands at his feet. Miz rolls it through. Morrison up over the top, lands hard. Miz is using the ropes, which is legal, and Miz and Morrison retain.
Here are your winners and still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Miz and John Morrison.
It is a miracle against all of the odds. The most unfair scenario champions may have ever faced in WWE. And Miz and Morrison defy the odds and retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. There was never any doubt in my mind, Cole.
I do have to give credit where credit is due. Miz and Morrison retaining the tag team titles here tonight inside Elimination Chamber. It was quite the chamber match tonight. 6 teams started. Miz and Morrison survived.